saying that we have free will in at least some circumstances. I don't think there's any at all. And the reason for this is you do something, you behave, you make a choice, whatever, and to understand why you did that, where did that intention come from, part of it was due to like the sensory environment you were in the previous minute. Some of it is from the hormone levels in your bloodstream that morning. Some of it is from whether you had a wonderful or stressful last 3 months and what sort of neuroplasticity happened. Part of it is what hormone levels you were exposed to as a fetus. Part of it is what culture your ancestors came up with and thus how you were parented when you were a kid. I don't think we have a shred of free will. 95% of philosophers, and I think probably the majority of neuroscientists, saying that we have free will in at least some circumstances. I don't think there's any at all.
Robert Sapolsky, a prominent neuroscientist and professor at Stanford University, touches upon a domain that is thought to be unique to philosophical dialogue, free will. With his combined interest in biology and behavioral science, Sapolsky offers an interesting perspective, arguing that free will is less metaphysical and more scientifically tangible than we believe. Robert Sapolsky challenges the traditional, metaphysical perspective on free will through his biologically deterministic point of view. He postulates that behaviors which are often considered personal choices or the exhibition of free will are, in fact, the result of certain biological factors like brain chemistry. He emphasizes the roles of genes, hormones, early childhood experiences, and even the environmental influences in shaping our decisions, strengthening the inevitability of biology over the exercise of free will. Sapolsky's research delves into not just free will, but how neuroscience informs our moral and ethical decisions, perceived manifestation of free will. Drawing from cognitive neuroscience, he argues that the activity within certain brain regions, such as the frontal cortex, significantly impacts our capability to undertake moral and ethical reasoning. This implies that our virtues or vices are not merely a matter of individual will, but are intertwined with our biological makeup. Sapolsky suggests that neurobiological discoveries can and should effect a change in our legal frameworks. With the increasing understanding that criminal behavior could be rooted in the neurobiological composition of individuals, he advocates for measures that focus more on rehabilitation and less on punishment. This application of Sapolsky's concepts to a critical area of current societal concern showcases the practical application of his theories. Despite the assertions of biological determinism, Sapolsky does not discard the significance of individual effort in overcoming biological predispositions. In the realm of human behavior and decision-making, he acknowledges the gray areas where biology and environment compete and cooperate. He thereby calls for a balanced perspective that pays heed to biological determinants while still valuing human determination and resilience.